Hello there everyone, and today is the next episode for the Siege of Mandalore. Some decent progress made this episode, not a ton. Like I said, I kind of pre-recorded these episodes, so this is kind of the last one before I had to head back to college for the semester. So try to get as much work as I could. This will kind of be kind of a wrap-up video as well, telling you guys what I got done and what's coming up for the next couple of videos. So hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. So some more lights have been put into the MOC up front here, and kind of those weird, I don't even know what to call them, but ended up putting those translucent kind of light yellow, I don't know the actual color, but the light yellow kind of bricks and plates and stuff. So here's what they look like. Coming close here. So yeah, this middle area is where all the yellow, the trans yellow was, and I just hooked the lights up back behind them. Same with over here. Only problem was the light, it wasn't able to reach that far one, which looks kind of weird, but I'll try to figure something out for it. The light string wasn't able to reach all the way across. Also, I'm trying to decide, so you can obviously see the wires, and it's going to be kind of hard to hide the wires, so I'm trying to think if we'll want to have the lights on during the day, or if we just keep them off so we can hide the wires, and then when it comes to the nighttime World of Lights, we'll just turn them back on and hook them back in there, because I like what it looks like right now, but you can definitely see the wires. So, but yeah, just thought it would be cool to add some more lights on the landing platform area, because during World of Lights so far we'll just have the middle section and then some of the buildings, so I thought we need a little bit of light on the epic landing pad up here. Alright guys, so this is the back side of the build, towards the back, and I mentioned, I think in one of my first videos, about the hallways and what we wanted to do with them. So the plan right now for this build, I'll explain real quick, is you'll see this hallway here. We'll go down, maybe down to here, we're not entirely sure yet. And then we'll probably have that podium where Previsla gives his speech, that's that area over there. And these hallways would lead to that, and these hallways would also, I guess, lead into there too. So yeah, this is kind of what the hallways would look like, just prototyping. Not sure about these glass ones, might use some 1x2s and some blown out glass pieces. And then maybe there'll be a cool kind of wall design in the back. And then kind of started on a door design. There's the door down there. Hallways are down here. On top of the hallways there'd be a row of plates like this, and then we would start building the buildings after that. And I'll explain more, not sure if it's this episode or maybe the one after, about the whole Technic pieces and the plan to try to make those buildings that you see in Mandalore. So hallway like this going down, another row of plates on top, and then we build the buildings on top of that. So I'll explain more of that later. I just kind of wanted to give a quick look at the hallways so far and kind of the general idea of what it would look like. I've been working a little bit more on this hallway. I showed kind of in the last segment, last video clip, how the windows were just kind of all there, and I mean I thought it looked good because you could see inside of it really, really well. But something was bugging me about it. It was too simple. It was just, I don't know, it just didn't seem right to me. So I tried a couple of things here to try to make it seem a little bit more accurate to what you'd see in the Clone Wars, and as well as just a little bit more of a cool design, so it's not just plain windows all the way across. So I've been using some slope pieces to kind of try to experiment on what could work with this. So this is kind of what it would look like once the plates are on top of here. Plates that go all the way across. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks good. Might try a couple of different more designs, but it was just, with all the glass right there and nothing in between it just kind of looked too simple to me. I mean, maybe in this case simple would be better so you can see inside the hallways better. But if you guys, tell me down below if you think a design like this is okay, or if we should just keep it plain glass so you can see inside better. Because I mean, you can still see inside somewhat. But yeah, I don't know. Because I was really liking this. So something like that, I'm going to start implementing some of those on the buildings, just because you see a lot of that similar design on a lot of the Mandalore buildings in the Clone Wars. But I don't know, I was just messing around, seeing what was working and what's not, so I'll be interested to see what you guys think. Alright guys, so this is the back area. I thought I would explain real quick what's going on over here, just kind of one last time here. maybe not one last time, but just real quick. So these plates will go all the way down here for this hallway. And then I kind of showed you right here. So a lot of weird shapes and weird buildings you see on Mandalore. We're gonna try to make those up top here, but also down here. So right here will be kind of a Technic structure maybe, with bricks kind of surrounding it. So it'll be kind of a weird like shaped kind of pillar thing that's gonna go right here. And that'll be with Technic and some other bricks. And then right here, you can kind of see the design right here. Some more 16 by 16 plates, so kind of a structure will go up through here, and then these plates will sit right here and be connected in a bunch of grids through Technic and through these plates. And then on top of these plates will be the actual, like, some of those buildings and other cool designs, more accurate to the Clone Wars show. So that's the ambitious plan for the back here. We'll see if it works out. Not this episode, it'll be a later on episode. So guys, quick overview of the MOC here. We're getting sort of close to the end. Not really. I mean, more like the time crunch is starting to kick in a little bit here. Not too long until Brick World. Anyway, so just going to give a quick overview again to tell you kind of what's changed and stuff. A little bit has. Again, we're going to try to make this come out if possible. We'll see if we have the parts to do that. So we get the black parts down there, the tiles, and then dark gray walls will be on each side, maybe a couple prison cells again. This whole front part will be tiled, and we'll take some of the tiles out, put jumper plates and some different plates so we can actually set up some figures. If we get time, if we have enough time, we want to build those orange shipping containers that you see in Mandalore. And then we'll have some more white kind of landing strips and maybe some more yellow ones as well. So that's the plan for up here. So this shouldn't really take very long at all to tile the rest of this out or to change it and place figures. So we're kind of leaving that to the end because just because it won't take, hopefully it won't take too long. I know it looks bad right now because it's like, especially right now, it's like I just want to get it done because it's just too, like, everything else looks tiled and looks really good and just those two are sticking out. But don't need to rush to do those yet because we want to make sure we get the groundwork down so we know, so we're going to be able to place the figures because that's going to be a main part of this epic build. So same stuff coming through here. The middle part, like I said, almost finished. I mean, pretty much just adding some more structure stuff underneath the ceiling there to try to make it a little bit more sturdier. And yeah, I'm fine with the way it looks right now, so I'll probably keep it unless we can think of something else. Top might be changed if we have the parts. That's like one of the last things to do. We'll work on that if we have the parts to do it. We'll tile it out if we have the parts. Money, I guess, not really the parts because we don't have the parts right now. So it'd be, if we have the money left over, we'll maybe tile this or switch to a snot roof or something. Side, show this off a little bit. Whole wall will be dark gray with a couple of the prison cells, 2 right there, and then maybe a couple more on the front side. The rest will be dark gray like that. And the hallways. So the thing we're debating is we might shorten the MOC a little bit because we wanted it to go all the way to the end of the table. But we're not sure financially if we're going to be able to cover that whole area. So that's up in the air right now. So maybe it'll just be the smallest we'd go is like a gray base plate and then maybe a green base plate instead of 2 grays. It'll just depend on if we're going to be able to kind of get the resources to do what we originally planned for this MOC. So as of right now, hallway would keep going across to however long we decide to make it. Most likely another green, but we'll see. Plates will cover the top of the hallway, and then we'll have 2 to 3 structures. Again, this depends on how big. If we extend it to the wall like we originally planned, it'd be kind of 3 structures. If not, it might be 2, maybe 3. We're not really sure, but depending on how big it is, we'll have some major structures here with some Technic inside and some kind of cone, not really cone shaped, but just different squares and support beams to kind of build up to here. But we'll still make it look like it's from the Clone Wars show, so it'll kind of look like they're buildings, but they'll really just be support beams. And then we'll put some more plates on top, hopefully to be somewhere up along here in this height, maybe a little bit taller. Again, depends on if we're going to be able to get all those resources. And then the plates will be up, and then that's when we'll start putting some of those buildings on top, and we'll make some more cool design buildings and stuff. And there'll be kind of a grid of plates and Technic up here to kind of hold it all up. And then the podium is one of the last things. Hopefully that won't take too long, but yeah, that all depends on if we decide to go to the end of the table like originally did, or if we just want one more green base plate. I'm leaning towards more just one more green base plate because financially it's getting a little bit hard to fund this massive MOC, so it'll probably, if the way I see it, it might just be one more green, but we'll have to sit down and talk it out and see if we can change it and kind of keep it as original. Who knows? That'll be another update for a different video. The main struggle right now is heading back to college and not being able to work on the MOC as much. Again, this video is kind of pre-recorded, so I worked on all this a little while ago from when you're seeing it now, and I'm back in college now, so I can't really work on it as much. So it's going to be a real time crunch to kind of get this whole area built. I'm trying to order all the parts in, so when I'm getting back here, whenever I'm able to come back home for breaks and for when the semester's over, to just work on this back part, because it might be kind of tricky. It's really hard to say until we get the parts in, because we have a great idea. We got to start building and prototyping to see if we're going to be able to pull it off. I think we're going to. If not, we'll find a different solution that'll be just as cool. So yeah, just imagine all the epic Clone Wars Mandalore buildings up here. So, and that'll be the end of the MOC. So lots to work on. Again, as usual, Brick World is closing in, but this is where the fun begins. Also, I've been adding a little bit more dark gray to the side. As you can see, it takes a lot of dark gray bricks, but that's kind of what it looks like. Bricks are shiny right now. There's some newer ones, so you can definitely see my reflection in there. But so imagine that all filled with the dark gray, and I also did another prison cell. So as I was saying, somebody recommended to do the prison in the back, and we weren't able to do that just for space reasons, so we decided to maybe put them on the side. I showed this one earlier on in the series, and there's a little red light in there. I did the same exact design in here, so kind of hard to see, but I think it looks kind of cool. There's a little bench in there, and yeah, looks pretty cool. Did another light that'll be attached onto there, and it'll be like a red. It's just using a red lightsaber part from, I think it was Brick Stuff or Brick Loot, one of the two. And so it'll look like there's just one little red light above there, and we'll put some people in there and stuff. So yeah, 2 prison cells, might do a third. I'm not entirely sure yet, but a couple prison cells so far, just so it's not all just dark gray, just so there's a little variation in each spot. So yeah. For this episode, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next couple of Siege of Mandalore videos, because that's when a lot of the progress is going to be getting done, just because Brick World's getting closer and we have a lot of work to do. So that's how it usually goes when building a MOC for Brick World, is the time crunch at the end. So that's just part of the fun and part of the challenge of building a giant MOC for Brick World Chicago. So it's fun though, it's still awesome, and I appreciate all the feedback you guys have been giving me. I'll try to reply to all the comments down below. Stay tuned for more episodes, like I said, other cool videos. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day, and may the Force be with you always. So like I said, I'm really sorry, but this is probably going to be the last Siege of Mandalore update for a while. Like I said, I pre-recorded all these episodes while I was home for winter break, and now I'm back at college for this semester, so I won't really be able to make any more videos until spring break or so. So I'm really, really sorry. I'm trying to do all I can for it, but that's just kind of how the situation is right now. So once I get back home for spring break and just go home for a weekend or something, I promise I'll work really hard and try to get some more Siege of Mandalore update videos out. But for right now, this is going to be the last one for a while, so I really apologize for that. I just wanted to let you guys know, and I want you to know that I'm trying my best. So yeah, I can't wait to get back and build more. So yeah, sorry about that, but that's just how it is. I hope you guys have a great day. May the Force be with you always.